Greetings fellow Whovians and welcome to Timey Wimey Review. Sorry it's been a while, but I am back with this series of my reactions to the animated version of the Celestial Toymaker. So it's been a few weeks since I watched episode 2. Now I'm back to watch episode 3, The Dancing Floor. This is my gut reactions. I've not seen this episode before, especially in this animated style. So here we go. If you like what you see and hear, please hit the subscribe button. This is episode 3, The Dancing Floor. So it's been a few weeks since I've watched the Celestial Toymaker, so I'm trying to remember actually what happened in part 2. I remember Stephen and Dodo avoiding the deadly musical chairs they were playing with the King and Queen. So that's it, they're in the sort of next version. And I think I remember some dolls coming out at the top. Ah, here we go. Marching tiny little dolls. And obviously the Doctor's still trying to take on the Celestial Toymaker with the Trilogic cane, but he's basically turned invisible. He's got only one hand to move the pieces. Again, I can understand people's frustrations of taking quite a lot of liberties and freedom to sort of move around with the style of animation as well, and kind of things that's been going on. So like the Celestial Toymaker with these floating toys, which would clearly not have happened back in the 60s. But like I said, it is growing on me. I quite like this alternative idea of this story, or it's an alternative presentation, I should say, of the story. The dolls are growing in size. I would love to have seen some stills of this. I think they've all been lost. I know there's only a few production stills, mainly just for advertising purposes for this story, rather than actual shots from the episodes that were made and sadly missing.
Yeah, you want to watch your language, young fellow, me lad. Here, what do you want in my kitchen?
Again, I do quite like the presentation. So this cook being looked like it's all been knitted together. Again, clearly not would have been from the 60s, but yeah, it has fascinated me and it has grown on me since I've been watching these episodes. So as I mentioned in part 2, we've got the same actors that were the King and Queen respectively, being different characters throughout these stories. So for example, Sergeant Rugg was the King in the previous episode. Sorry, I do apologise, his name is Campbell Singer, and yeah, I'm quite enjoying this. The stiff upper lip tin soldier. So it seems like these toys are actually trying to help Stephen and Dodo, giving clues to the riddle, particularly the first part of the riddle. I have to say, props to Michael Gough, particularly in the original version of this story, having to basically act all these scenes on his own with William Hartnell obviously being on holiday, so probably just have an actual stand-in whilst doing that, but you know, he's giving it his all. You can definitely tell in his voice he's giving it his all. Is the baker going to pinch Dodo's bum? I wonder if that's what happened. It just kind of... That's very weird, that scene.
You look so marvellous in that uniform.
Let me know in the comments if you knew this. I'll have to have a look, see in the script, but it might just be my horrible mind, but I thought poor Dodo's bum's going to get pinched then. Again, liking the liberties of in the background in this kitchen, that all the plates had a pink TARDIS on the middle of this plate design. Is that a little bit of a reference to the Happiness Patrol, maybe? I don't know. Oh, she broke one of the china plates with the pink TARDIS in.
You dropped that plate deliberately. I hope you're not calling me a liar, Mrs. Whittle.
And another one. Chaos in the kitchen. It's just gone into madness. Stephen's found the kitchen boy. Give him what for, Stephen? Oh, and disappeared. That's the sergeant and Mrs. Wiggs are having a domestic.
Well, if she does, then this pie'll get hurt as well.
Oh no, not the pie.
Not that pie.
Oh, the key was in the pie. That was just-
I give you a chance of life, and this is what you do with it.
Uh-oh.
Look at the kitchen.
Toymaker's not very happy.
Such gallantry from a mere...
So it looks like Stephen and Dodo are in a dancing room now with the Toymaker in the middle. Again, unsure if this happened. Oh, that's very trippy. Just seeing the Toymaker vomiting out all these suits and hearts and clubs and spades. But again, definitely wouldn't have happened in the 60s. I'm assuming this is like a weird musical interlude. Again, wouldn't have happened originally, but it was, again, it is putting a smile on my face of like, you know, it is taking liberties of the original. Don't get me wrong, and yeah, maybe there should be an original version that should have been animated just to compare, but for an experiment, I can't say that I'm hating it at all. It's so close yet so far from the TARDIS. Stephen just tried to get onto the dance floor but got shanghaied by these dancing dolls. You can see where Russell T Davies got maybe some of the inspiration from the Toymaker. Maybe just reading the script. Maybe he saw some of the animated work that was done before the Giggle. You know, there again liberties as well, but it's. You can see why Russell Davies brought back the Toymaker for the 60th anniversary episode of the Giggle. See, very clever, really. The Sergeant Rogue is trying to get to the dance floor before Stephen and Dodo to make their own escape. So again, similar themes to episode 2, where you know they're all trying to escape the Toymaker. Clever concept. Oh, and Stephen and Dodo made it. Just before the Sergeant Rogue and Mrs. Wiggs. Sorry, you're out. Dodo's figuring out, I think, that that these are actual humanoids that have been trapped by the Toymaker. I'm glad that it's Dodo that's been given this to work out rather than Stephen, you know. Dodo can be the brains, Stephen being the brawn. The Toymaker is literally chucking his toys out of his pram. Not happy that the clowns, the playing cards, and the dolls haven't defeated Stephen and Dodo. Ooh, unleashing a deadly character.
The most deadly character of them all. Because he looks so innocent.
The young boy, of course. Cyril. We knew Cyril was coming anyway. So the Doctor's got about 40 moves left on the Trilogic game. And here we go. End of the look. And Stephen Dodo got to take on Cyril. Here's the final clue. Lady Luck will show the way. Win the game or here you'll stay. Well, again, a little bit of a filler episode really for part 3. But there was a lot going off. Again, probably maybe because of the animation version that kept you entertained, or at least kept me entertained in this particular one. I do love the side characters, or the actors and actresses that are the side characters, because they've done a fantastic job here of really just keeping it entertaining, keeping it fun. Yeah, I imagine, as much as I would like to see the original version of the Toymaker, I can imagine it being a little bit flat against the actual story that was trying to be portrayed, because like I said, they're clearly taken liberties in telling this story, or with the animation style that they've gone for and what they've been doing, because obviously it would never looked like that or never have been able to produce those effects back in 1966. But I'm having a blast and I can't wait to see the next episode. But that's my reaction to episode 3 of the Toymaker. Let me know in the comment below, what do you think so far of this animated treatment? Are you for it? Are you against it? Are you somewhere in between? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this reaction video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the cloister bell for more notifications. Come say hello and follow me on Facebook and X. And do check out my other fantastic Doctor related content on the Timey Wimey Review TikTok page. And of course, right here on the Timey Wimey Review YouTube channel. Again, thanks for watching. Until we meet again.